Well, good morning. I'm Rick Dancer. Welcome to Get Real with Rick Dancer. We are at Kiefer Mazda at the service department today because we got something really exciting to tell you about. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we're going to talk with a woman who's going through treatment right now. In fact, she has a chemo treatment this afternoon. Find out a little bit more about that. We're also going to talk to Kiefer to tell you how you can get involved in a program where if you come test drive a car, they'll actually put money towards cancer research. And we're going to talk to the American Cancer Society about some of the things that are going on this month and also some of the good news about breast cancer awareness. But first, we're going to start with this wonderful woman. This is Crystal, and your last name is Otto? Otto.
Yeah.
Crystal Otto. Oh, if you say it like that, it sounds so...
Yeah. It's very German.
Very German.
Very German name.
So you are in the process right now of fighting breast cancer.
I am.
So when did you find out?
Let's see. It was a year ago last Friday, so just about a year ago.
Just about a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been you've had a lot of treatment.
Oh yeah, lots of surgeries, lots of treatment.
So tell people what's been going on.
So I was diagnosed, didn't have insurance, so I had to wait till November. So I started last November and got a port placed into my chest, which is where they put the chemo. And started chemo pretty much right away next week. And since then, chemo every 3 weeks. I had a double mastectomy, I've had a hysterectomy, kind of a little of everything.
It's kind of a journey.
Oh yeah, over the last year, yeah.
So when October rolls around and it's breast cancer, how important is this to you?
Oh, it's tremendous. I was diagnosed last October, so for me I was kind of like, oh, what is this? What's this about? And so over the last year I really learned about what's out there for survivors and those who are being diagnosed. And so this year when October rolled around, I was really excited so I could advocate for younger women and put it out there on Facebook and say, hey, go get yourself checked out. This is so important.
So how did you go in for, because you're young.
Yeah.
I mean, you're how old?
I'm 38 now. I was diagnosed at 37.
So how did you know, what were you doing? I mean, give me the awareness thing. What were you doing? How'd you find out?
It was really just out of the blue. You know, I wasn't even thinking about getting a mammogram. I mean, you know, they say about 40, so I wasn't there yet. We were vacationing for my son's 7th birthday, and I was just feeling kind of off and just having some symptoms. You know, I didn't know what was going on with my body, and so I remember just kind of feeling my breast, and I found this lump, and I thought, oh gosh, what is this? And so that's kind of what started it. I found it myself. So those self-checks,
it really works.
It's important.
And
yeah.
especially for you, because you're not in the age group where
No.
you're supposed to start checking,
Not at
allegedly,
all.
you know?
Right. So yeah, so I found the lump, and then like I said, I didn't have insurance, so I had to look for some resources and found some in our community, which was amazing, and got to see a doctor, and then, you know, next they did a mammogram and ultrasound, and then biopsy, and just kind of, you know, it went from there.
Worst part?
The worst part? Oh gosh, I think just the reality check that this could be the end of your life, you know, and I wasn't even 40, and I have a young child, so it's like, what the heck am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then every year you're gonna go back and you have to keep watching this.
Yes, constantly. And so I am also at higher risk because I have a genetic component. So
Which is why you had the double mastectomy.
Yes.
You wanted to make sure that.
Yes, I have a genetic mutation called CHEK2, which is a little bit rarer than the BRCA1, BRCA2 that we hear a lot about now. But it's still really important because it puts me at higher risk for breast and colon cancer. So I chose to have a double mastectomy to prevent that risk of reoccurrence.
Tommy, come here, Tommy. So we're at Kiefer Mazda, and they're sponsoring our show today because they're doing a whole thing about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They do it every year in October, and this is Tommy. And as you can see, they're wearing the pink shirts every day.
Yep,
you guys are kind of part of this. So what are you guys doing in terms of breast cancer awareness?
So here at Kiefer Mazda, all the way from the sales department to parts and service, we are trying to get as much involved as we can, wearing the pink shirts. We are offering for the first 100 test drives on new or used vehicles. The customer will get a pink ribbon pin, and Kiefer Mazda will donate $25 per car that is test driven for this month for breast cancer.
So that's a huge deal, and you guys are donating that to who?
We're doing it to the, I believe, the Oregon Breast Cancer Organization.
Foundation.
Or Foundation,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And so that money, do they have to come in and say that I'm doing this for the breast cancer thing, or is it just the first 100 cars?
I believe it's just the first 100 cars,
That's
and
right.
we will notify that customer that, hey, you by doing this, you got involved and helped us.
So if there's like a really sporty Mazda you want to drive, now's your chance. You can give $25 to a great organization.
That's right.
And get to drive the car just for fun and see what you're up against.
That's right.
So you guys are going to do something for Crystal.
That's right. We're going to be doing a oil change for her for free, and we also noticed out there that you don't have any Kiefer plate frames, so we're going to be getting you some Kiefer plate frames to represent on your car.
Okay, I'll represent.
Yeah.
So
right.
Kiefer Mazda is going to give her an oil change for coming in today, and then they're going to give her some other paraphernalia stuff. Because you guys do, what people don't understand is you don't just work on Mazdas. I have an Acura, and this is where I bring my car. My wife has a Toyota 4Runner. This is where she brings her car.
That's right.
Because we know Ron, we know you guys, and we know that you're not going to do more than you need to, and we know that you're going to do everything you need to.
That's right.
And Ron rolls his eyes all the time when I bring my car.
Yeah, right. No, but we'll work on anything. We've worked on Audis all the way to Porsches. Whatever you got, bring it to us, and we'll be glad to service it.
Even
for you.
a Mini Cooper.
Mini Coopers, yes.
All right, Tommy, thank you.
You're welcome.
So Brenda, come here. So we have another guest here with Crystal and me. And Crystal, you can stick around in here. They're going to do your oil change for you. But this is Brenda Weber.
Hi.
And she is with the American Cancer Society. So the money here at Kiefer Mazda is going to the Oregon Cancer Foundation, which is a great organization.
Yep.
They all are fighting the same disease. But the American Cancer Society, I know Brenda, and I know that I just want people to have some really good information and facts on what's going on and how this works. How prevalent is breast cancer right now?
Well, it's one of the most common types of cancer that there are. Nationwide, in 2018, over 260,000 people are going to get diagnosed with breast cancer, and around 3,400 of those are in Oregon. And one thing that people may not know is nationwide, over 2,500 men are going to get diagnosed with breast cancer. So men get it too.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I had a music teacher, a voice teacher in college, and he got breast cancer, and he died.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep, so we like to raise awareness about that too. And what we are doing this month is we're having a campaign where all of our proceeds go directly towards American Cancer Society funded research for breast cancer. So a lot of times when you donate to the Cancer Society, it goes to all different types of cancers. This month we're restricting through a campaign all of it towards breast cancer research.
Oh, wow.
So it's called Real Men Wear Pink of Lane County. So we have a variety of men in Lane County who have dedicated, and you can Google that, Real Men Wear Pink of Lane County.
So who are some of the people?
Yeah.
I know who they are, but I want to make sure.
So some of your buddies. We got Bill and Tim from New Country 93. We have Dr. Sims. We have Cal Coleman from Satin Love Orchestra.
Oh, there you go.
We have Pat Garrett from US 101. 3 different realtors.
So they're all going to be in this calendar?
We have Sluggo and we have Frank King. Yeah, anyway, they're all going to be in a calendar. The calendar's coming out. They're going to start selling it. Rick Moore from Rising Phoenix Productions. In fact, tonight he's putting on a bingo night, and you can still go from 9 to 11. Trivia, not bingo, at Buffalo Wild Wings. And all day today at Buffalo Wild Wings, they're donating 15% of all of their proceeds to his campaign.
So
And
Crystal's going too, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Crystal's
from 9
going.
to 11, and it's all boob-related trivia.
Come here, Crystal.
It's all breast-related trivia.
It's boob-related trivia. So if you know a lot about boobs or peaks or mountains and things like that, and if you have a sense of humor, if you're easily offended, this might not be the night for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. So here's what they're doing. So Bill and Tim and all those people she's naming plus more, they have to raise $2,500, and then they're in this calendar. They don't have to, they get to. And so this is one of the fundraisers that they've come up with,
that Rick Moore's
which is
doing.
really cool that people are going all out and doing some fun things like that.
But go check out who's all doing it. There's at least 12 different people doing it. You can donate to their causes. So Real Men Wear Pink of Lane County.
So tell me this. Obviously with Crystal, early detection is just a lifesaver. I mean, that is important.
With all cancers, yep.
Yeah. And so with breast cancer, is there somewhere they can go to find out how do I check? When do I start looking? What do I do?
Well, of course, everyone should be getting their annual exam every year. And maybe you can speak to this too, but obviously, and then at a certain age, and it depends on family history and symptoms you may have, but definitely get a mammogram. We've actually realized that once you're diagnosed, if you're diagnosed, some women don't even have to get chemotherapy. A lot of times radiation is enough. I don't know if you've talked about that already. So a lot of studies are really important to find out, do we need chemotherapy or is different types of radiation enough? That way we don't have to poison our bodies to heal ourselves. But definitely, breast self-exams, talk to your doctor. Always talk to your doctor. Everybody's unique and different with their family history and their symptoms and their bodies. So, of course, if you notice anything new, know your body. If you feel anything different, go get it checked out.
Yeah, don't, and would you say, Crystal, that don't be, it's your body, and I think women, you're much better about this than men.
Right.
But if something's not right, you know it.
Right. Right. My friend was just diagnosed a few weeks ago, and she's even younger than I am, and it was because she had a bump in her breast, and she thought it was just a hematoma or something, and waited, unfortunately, but then it's cancerous. So, yeah, if you find something, get it checked out.
So this afternoon, you go in for chemo.
I do. Yeah.
So isn't that interesting? But do you look at chemo differently than when you used to hear about it and you didn't have it? Now it's your lifesaver.
Yeah.
It used to be a horrible thing. Now it's a thing that's
Yeah.
gonna save you.
Yeah, it sounded like a death sentence at first. I'm like, chemo, no, I don't want that. And I did talk to my doctor about radiation and other options, and I think advocating for yourself, because I didn't want radiation after I researched, and so talking to your doctor and saying, this is what I want to do.
You guys, and that's the thing you have to understand too. It's different for everybody. I had radiation when I had prostate cancer, but that doesn't mean it's for everybody. And just like you pick the thing, and then you don't judge other people's treatment.
No.
You just keep quiet and you do what you do, and
Yeah.
we all have our own battle, right?
Right. We're all fighting the same fight.
Right. And Sonia, prostate cancer awareness for men, I see your question on here. That was actually September's the official month, but November, you're going to see a bunch of hairy dudes walking around with mustaches and beards like that. That's why I keep mine all the time. It's our manly thing. It's really men's health kind of issues, but we've kind of taken over November as Movember, so that's really the month for prostate cancer. October's all about the boobs. So yeah. Don't ever ask. Just jump in.
First of all, Rick, you're a little close in here. I'm staring right down the barrel of this phone. Can I get a little bit back? Just wanted to say that the American Cancer Society is the #1 funder of research in the world, and right now nationwide we have 162 grants totaling $91 million in breast cancer research. Sorry, I screwed that up. 162 grants, $91 million in breast cancer research. That's just breast cancer alone. So we have been funding it for a really long time, and we take it really seriously, and we're on the forefront of a lot of the major breakthroughs. So this campaign is really important.
And you guys, I think a thing that a lot of people don't know is with any cancer, when you're diagnosed, I just got a call the other day, and thanks for you coming and talking to me before. You guys call the American Cancer Society. There's things out there that they do that you do not know that they do. They can take you to your appointments. They can do, this.
Yep, 1-800-ACS-2345, and it'll connect you to any program or service that you have in your area, which could be a ride to treatment. It could be free lodging. If you have to go up to Portland to get treatment, free room and board, you've got to call that 1-800 number to get connected to the free lodging.
Because people are just, they don't know, and I just said, you should call, at least find out. It might not be available for you, but it might, and that could help people a lot with different treatments and stuff. That's what they're all about.
1-800-227-2345. Totally free, 24/7.
I told this man, because he had prostate cancer, and he was having trouble getting to, I said, the second call you should make after your doctor tells you have cancer is the American Cancer Society, because there's so much stuff, and they know the latest research, so you don't depend on what you're told, you depend on what you find. And you have to go into this mode of you're your best advocate. And so they're a great resource to be able, the American Cancer Society, to get you connected to different, because there's new treatments found every day that some people don't know about.
Yeah.
So.
And cancer.org is a great resource too to all different types of cancers. Yep.
Okay, Brenda, thanks.
Bye, Rick. Thanks for having me.
Coming in.
See you later.
We like each other.
We like each other.
For all those, Crystal, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And good luck with your treatment.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I thank you for coming in and doing this and sharing your story.
Thank you.
And your little boy is a very lucky young man to have you for a mom. Just what every boy needs to see is a fighter. And you are, you are.
Sorry.
No, you are a fighter. And I love that you would come in here before you're going to go get chemo and you're talking to people, because it's that important.
It's just part of your day. Just keep going, right?
Yeah, you do. You kind of have to, don't you?
Yep, absolutely.
So, you guys, again, Kiefer Mazda is offering $25. They're gonna, if you come in and test drive a new or used car, let them know they're going to give $25 to the Oregon Cancer Foundation, a different group, but still fighting cancer. So that's what they're doing. Crystal's going to get a free oil change today. Ron Sturry is our sponsor with Kiefer Mazda. They pay for the show because they really do care about the community and things like this, and people like Crystal. So, God, you're just gonna cry, aren't you? Okay, we better leave with a hug, because that's the best way to do it. I'm proud of you. I think it's great. All right, guys, share this on your page, because you never know when there's a woman coming on your page or a man who's looking, and they may hear this and go, you know, I've had that lump. I probably should get that checked.
Get it checked.
Yeah, you could save a life just by putting this on your page. All right, I'll see you guys tonight at 4:30. We're going to be with Mark Frohnmeyer talking about a new way of voting called star voting, and he's going to show us how to do it. There's going to be on the ballot for Lane County on November 3rd, so you need to understand how this works, and he's going to be on at 4:30. We're going to head over to his organization and give you a little education on how this would work, so you don't have to be afraid of it. All right, I'll see you at 4:30.